Did the new Superman movie just give us the best Man of Steel since Christopher Reeve?
Yes.
James Gunn cooked up the most authentic Superman movie we've seen in decades. Don't get me wrong, I love Henry Cavill's Superman, but both David Cornsweet's Superman and the movie itself felt like they were ripped straight from a comic book.
That was quite an experience.
The movie drops us into a version of Superman who's already been active for a few years. He's established, people know who he is, and we're thrown right into the action. Instead of giving us an origin story and explaining everything up front, the film lets us piece things together as we go. We see who the characters are, how the world works, and what kind of Superman this really is. This new Superman movie is one of the most important comic book movies in years. Not because of what it does visually or even narratively, but because of what it represents. This is the first major step in James Gunn's new DC universe. This movie is a test to see if DC can finally get it right this time. So the question isn't just, is this a good Superman movie? It's, is this Superman movie the one that sets DC back on track? Now, without spoilers, I'm going to give you guys all my thoughts on the movie.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
So I'm going to start off with what worked. The tone of this movie really stood out to me. It felt really inspiring and aspirational, which is something I haven't felt in a Superman movie in a long time. There was a real sense of hope throughout, and a lot of that came from how Superman was portrayed. His attitude, the way he carried himself, even the brighter colors of the film, it all came together to finally make Superman feel like a symbol again. For the story, I don't want to get too deep into it to avoid spoilers, but I thought the story was really engaging. The story keeps its focus on hope and what it means to be Superman in today's world. It's really uplifting stuff. I thought the visuals were amazing, especially the scene where Superman saves that woman from the building falling on her. After he saves her, he's just floating there in the dust, and the soundtrack that's playing during the scene is absolutely stunning. Speaking of the soundtrack, the score really hit me. It made the hopeful moments feel even more uplifting and the dramatic moments hit harder. It's one of those soundtracks that actually sticks with you after the movie ends. I've been listening to Luther Corp and The Last Son. I thought all the characters were amazing. I loved Superman, Lois, and Lex. But what surprised me were the Justice Gang. I was not expecting to like those guys as much as I did. Specifically Green Lantern and Mr. Terrific. Hawkgirl was decent, but we just didn't get enough screen time of her. But yes, the characters were amazing in this movie. The action scenes were phenomenal too. It was like something ripped straight from a comic book like I mentioned earlier. I really like James Gunn's style of fighting, and there's a specific scene that I know a lot of you guys are thinking of. That scene reminds me something straight from Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess you could say that scene was terrific, if you guys know what I mean. For the humor, I've seen some people say it's kind of corny, but I feel like that's what Superman's all about. And I don't think any of the jokes in the movie were like super corny either, but there were definitely some funny moments. So for my final thoughts, I was actually surprised at how good this movie was. I'm really excited for the future of the DCU. I 100% recommend going to see this movie. I'm thinking about going back and watching it again in theaters, which I rarely do. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think of this movie. I hope you enjoyed the short review of the Superman movie. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.